And then he mentioned, Shaykh al-Fawzan, وَهُوَ الشَّرْحُ الَّذِي يُخَالِفُ مَدْلُولَ النُّصُوصِ. And he mentions, and that would be the sharh, or the explanation, that opposes what the textual evidences they prove. Then he mentions, وَهَذا انتشر في الجهمية والمعتزلة وأشائرة كزعمهم أن المراد باليد القدرة. Then he mentions, and in this, meaning these explanations, these false explanations, are widespread amongst the Jahmiyyah, the Mu'tazila, the Asha'ira, such as they claim that the hand of Allah, its intent is power. وَالْمُرَادَ بِالْوَجْهِ الذَّاتِ. And the intent of the face of Allah is الذات, meaning the essence of Allah. So, see how they give a false explanation, that they take the ayat and the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ that mention the hand of Allah, and they say, no, the hand of Allah here means His power. And the murad of the wajh of Allah, the face of Allah, they say, is the dhat of Allah, is the essence of Allah. وَالْمُرَادَ بِالْإِسْتِوَاءِ الْإِسْتِيلَاءِ. And they say that the intent of the ascension of Allah, the ascending of Allah over the arsh, they say that it means al-istila. They say that it means that Allah conquered the arsh. So they give false explanations to clear-cut Arabic words that were understood in a certain way by the Sahaba, and then twisted and subjected to tahrif and distortion by the Jahmiyyah and the Mu'tazila and the Asha'ira and other than them. Then he mentions, هَذَا شَرْحٌ بَاطِلٌ. That this is a false explanation. لَيْسَ هَذَا هُوَ مَعْنَى هَذِهِ النُّصُوصِ. And then he mentions, and this is not the meaning of these texts. This is not why Allah sent those texts, for a person to come and misinterpret them and to distort them. Rather, the hand of Allah is the hand of Allah. The face of Allah is the face of Allah. The shin of Allah is the shin of Allah. And so on and so forth. The eyes of Allah are the eyes of Allah. The 2 feet of Allah are the 2 feet of Allah. And we affirm all of these for Allah. وَلَيْسَ كَمِثْلِهِ شَيْءٍ. And there is nothing like unto Allah. Hand of Allah not like our hand, ya ikhwan, or the hand of His creation. The face of Allah not like the face of His creation. So look at how Ahlul Sunnah look at these texts of the Aqeedah. The face of Allah, but not like the face of His creation. The hands of Allah, not like the hands of His creation. But we affirm the hand of Allah, because Allah has informed us that He has hands. Allah has informed us that He has eyes. Allah has informed us that He has a face. Allah has informed us that He has a foot. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala informed us that He has a shin. So all of this is affirmed for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but with the meaning that Allah has given it. What does Allah mention? لَيْسَ كَمِثْلِهِ شَيْءٍ. There is nothing like unto Allah. So we do not say that Allah's face is like the face of His creation and so on and so forth. All of this is from the innovations of the Jahmiyyah and the Mu'tazila, who compared these attributes of Allah to the attributes of the creation. Then they fell into shock and horror. And then fleeing from that they said, in that case Allah does not have a face, and Allah does not have hands, and Allah does not have feet, and Allah does not have a shin. And this is from the ways of the Mu'tazila. They are the ones, and the Jahmiyyah, they are the ones who compared Allah to the creation, and then they ran from that, and they denied for Allah all of His attributes. So in essence, they denied the Quran itself, the Jahmiyyah. And likewise, those who follow them,